Fishermen are among the most fearless individuals, braving the vast and unpredictable ocean, where countless mysteries lurk beneath the surface. Many return with incredible stories of what they've encountered, but their tales often go unbelieved, simply because the terror of the deep is beyond most people's imagination. However, some of these extraordinary moments have been captured on camera, proving that reality can be even stranger than fiction. From a living dinosaur to an unidentified sea creature, here are 15 times fishermen captured what no one was supposed to see. Number 15. Largest bass caught by hand. Recently, the record for the largest bass caught by hand was broken, and the new record holder is a man from California named Tom Lester. Lester caught a largemouth bass that weighed in at 22 pounds 3.4 ounces. This was the first time that a bass was caught by hand that weighed over 22 pounds. Okay, alright, we're gonna let her go, Lester said. Lester's catch was made on Lake Kauai in California, and it was no easy feat. He spent a full day casting and waiting for the right bite, and when it finally came, he was able to bring the fish to shore. This record-breaking catch is a testament to the skill and dedication of anglers, and it is sure to inspire many more fishermen to go out and try to break it. This record broke the previously standing record of 19.8 pounds, which was set in 2006 by an angler from Michigan. The record for the largest bass ever caught, regardless of method, is a whopping 25.1 pounds and was caught in Georgia in 1932. It's unlikely that this record will be broken anytime soon. Number 14. Flashing green light. It's a fairly well-known phenomenon that flashing a green light underwater will attract fish, and some people have used this to create fishing lures. This phenomenon occurs because the green light is visible to fish, and they are naturally drawn to it as they use it to attract food. The light also helps fish find shelter in dark areas, as they can easily spot it. Studies have shown that green light penetrates water more effectively than other colors, making it highly visible even in murky or deep waters. This is why green is often the color of choice for underwater fishing lights, as it can attract a wide variety of fish species, including squid, bass, and crappie. Some anglers have reported that using green lights can significantly increase their catch rates, especially in areas where fish are more active at night. The light mimics the bioluminescence of certain marine organisms, which naturally draws fish closer out of curiosity or hunger. In addition to attracting fish, the green light can also help fishermen see their lines and bait more clearly, making it easier to monitor activity underwater. However, experts caution against overusing these lights, as they can disrupt the natural behavior of fish and other aquatic life if used excessively. The green light is also believed to stimulate the growth of phytoplankton, which is an important part of the food chain for many fish species. This can make the area around the light attractive to fish, as they can find more food in these areas. Additionally, the green light can be used as a marking device, allowing fish to recognize the area and make it easier for them to return. This phenomenon has become especially popular among recreational anglers, who often use flashing green lights to attract fish. These lights can be attached to a line or left to float in the water and are typically powered by batteries. The lights can be used both during the day and night and can be found in a variety of colors and sizes. Number 13. A living dinosaur. A fisherman recently reeled up a massive 10.5-foot sturgeon in the White River. This is an incredible feat, as sturgeon are a protected species in many places, and the White River is no exception. The fish likely weighed in the hundreds of pounds and was likely over 100 years old. Witnesses described the catch as a once-in-a-lifetime event, with the fishermen battling the enormous fish for over an hour before finally bringing it to the surface. Sturgeon are known for their incredible strength and endurance, making them a challenging catch even for the most experienced anglers. The fishermen used specialized heavy-duty gear to handle the size and weight of the fish, ensuring it could be reeled in without causing harm. Experts believe the sturgeon may have been migrating upstream, as these ancient fish often travel long distances to spawn. The catch has sparked renewed interest in the conservation of sturgeon, with local authorities reminding the public of the importance of protecting these endangered giants. Many locals have since flocked to the riverbanks, hoping to catch a glimpse of the legendary fish, or perhaps even encounter another one. The fish was safely released back into the river and is a reminder of the beauty and abundance of nature. This record-breaking fish will likely be remembered for a long time in the local fishing community, and will likely be a source of inspiration for many other fishermen. Sturgeon are incredible creatures that have existed for millions of years, and their amazing look and size make sure that they're a memorable catch for any fisherman. Number 12. Whale swallows kayaker. Two whale watchers off of Villa Beach had a terrifying experience when a humpback overturned their kayak and appeared to nearly swallow them. The women thankfully surfaced unharmed, but the experience was so frightening that they did not return to the water the next day. The incident was captured on video by another whale watcher, who stated that the whale was likely trying to feed when it flipped the kayak. Witnesses described the moment as chaotic, with the kayak being tossed into the air as the massive whale emerged from the water. The women were thrown into the ocean, surrounded by splashing waves and the enormous presence of the whale. Experts explained that humpback whales often engage in a feeding behavior called lunge feeding, where they propel themselves upward with their mouths open to capture large amounts of prey, such as krill or small fish. This behavior can create powerful currents and turbulence, which may have contributed to the kayak being overturned. The video of the incident has since gone viral, sparking debates about the safety of whale-watching tours and the need for stricter regulations to protect both humans and marine life. Some marine biologists have suggested that baiting whales to attract them closer to boats may increase the likelihood of such accidents. Despite the scare, the women expressed gratitude for surviving the encounter and acknowledged the importance of respecting wildlife in their natural habitats. The whale was not aggressive and appeared to be simply trying to scoop up some of the bait that was being used to attract the animals. Experts warned that getting too close to whales can be dangerous, as they are very powerful and may not realize the potential danger they can cause. Humpback whales can grow up to 50 feet long and weigh up to 40 tons, so it's important to remain at a safe distance, even if these animals are usually peaceful. They may accidentally hurt anybody that gets too close to them. Number 11. Easy catch. Recently, an absolutely massive 40-pound barracuda was caught quite easily because it jumped right into a fishing boat. The fish was caught off the coast of Florida in the Atlantic Ocean. This is an incredible story and a rare occurrence. Barracudas normally inhabit shallow coastal waters and are known for their jumping abilities. Witnesses on the boat described the moment as both shocking and chaotic, with the barracuda thrashing wildly on the deck after its unexpected leap. One of the fishermen narrowly avoided injury as the fish's sharp teeth came dangerously close during its struggle. Experts suggest that barracudas, being highly reactive predators, may sometimes misjudge their surroundings when startled, leading to such rare incidents. The boat's crew speculated that the fish might have been chasing prey near the surface when it accidentally launched itself into the boat. Barracudas are known for their incredible speed, capable of reaching bursts of up to 36 miles per hour, which could explain the force of its jump. The fishermen were able to safely secure the barracuda, marveling at its size and strength before taking photos of the unusual catch. Stories like this highlight the unpredictable nature of fishing and the fascinating behavior of marine life. It is possible that the barracuda was startled by the boat's engine noise and jumped into the boat in an attempt to escape. It is also possible that the barracuda was attracted to the boat by the smell of the bait or food. Regardless of the reason, this is an amazing and unusual catch. Barracudas are large, powerful fish that can grow up to 6 feet in length and weigh up to 100 pounds. They are often considered to be dangerous game fish due to their large size and sharp teeth. Barracudas feed on small fish, squid, and crustaceans and are found in tropical and subtropical waters around the world. A rare catch in Texas Gulf waters, a local fisherman landed a massive great hammerhead shark over the weekend. Number 10. Noodling. Noodling is a term used to describe a type of fishing that is done by hand. It involves wading in the water, feeling around in crevices and holes in the riverbed, and grabbing the fish by hand. It is usually done in shallow, slow-moving waters and is most commonly practiced in the southern United States. This method of fishing is dangerous and can be fatal if not done properly. One of the biggest risks of noodling is encountering other animals, such as snapping turtles, snakes, or even alligators, which often inhabit the same crevices as fish. Experienced noodlers recommend wearing gloves to protect against sharp rocks, fish spines, or unexpected bites. Catfish, the primary target of noodling, can grow to enormous sizes, and their strength can make it difficult to pull them out of their hiding spots. There have been reports of noodlers being dragged underwater by large fish, leading to injuries or even drowning. Additionally, the practice can disturb the natural habitats of fish, especially during spawning seasons, which has led to concerns about its environmental impact. Some enthusiasts argue that noodling is a cultural tradition, passed down through generations, and should be preserved despite its risks. However, wildlife conservationists stress the importance of balancing tradition with sustainable fishing practices. It requires patience, skill, and the ability to stay calm when handling the fish. The practice is illegal in some states, and those caught noodling can face fines and other penalties. Noodling is also seen as a potential threat to some species of fish, so it's important to be aware of the regulations in the area before attempting to noodle. Most states require a fishing license in order to noodle, and some states only allow it on private property. It is important to be aware of the regulations in the area before attempting it. Noodling is not for everyone, and it can be a dangerous activity if not done properly. It is important to use caution, stay alert, and practice safety when noodling. Now it's time for today's topic. Off the coast of Hokkaido, Japan, What began as a routine whaling expedition turned into a chilling encounter that has left marine biologists worldwide questioning everything they know about deep-sea life. The crew of the fishing vessel Keiko Maru initially thought they'd snared a small whale in their nets, but what emerged from the depths left them paralyzed with fear. The creature, bearing dozens of bioluminescent eyes and measuring over 40 feet in length, possessed features never before documented in any known cephalopod species. Most disturbing were the creature's eyes, which seemed to pulse with an otherworldly intelligence. According to Captain Tanaka, the being appeared to communicate through rapidly changing color patterns across its skin, similar to octopi but far more complex. The most terrifying discovery came during tissue analysis. The creature's DNA showed signs of extreme mutation, with patterns suggesting it had adapted to survive near deep-sea thermal vents contaminated by the Fukushima disaster. Even more shocking, researchers found traces of previously unknown radioactive isotopes in its tissue. The specimen mysteriously disappeared from the research facility 3 days later, leaving only a strange, phosphorescent residue. Multiple fishing vessels have since reported unusual sonar readings in the area, suggesting there might be more of these beings lurking in the Pacific's darkest depths. Number 9. Alien fish. A fisherman recently caught what looks like an alien fish off the coast of a Norwegian island and has taken it to the local aquarium for study. The aquarium is likely to conduct a variety of tests on the fish to determine its origin and species. These tests may include a biological analysis of the fish's DNA, an examination of its external morphology, and behavior tests to determine how it interacts with other sea creatures. Additionally, the aquarium may take samples of the fish's tissue and organs to further study its biology and determine its age. They may also compare the fish to other species in its database to see if it's similar to any known species. After conducting these tests, the aquarium will be able to make a determination about the species and origin of the fish. The fish had enormous bulbous eyes and a body that was covered in a slimy green substance. This description could point to a species of anglerfish that is native to the waters off the coast of Norway. Anglerfish have large eyes, which help them to see in the dark depths of the ocean, and their bodies are covered in a slimy mucus that helps them to blend in with their environment. They are also well known for their fishing technique, which involves luring prey with a light-producing organ that protrudes from their head. There is no known species of anglerfish that looks like this, however, so the case is still open. Number 8. Fisherman reels in hammerhead. Most fishermen are happy when they feel an absolutely enormous catch on the other end of the line, but recently one man was baffled when he reeled in something that felt too big. The way a shark of that size was acting as it got closer to shore, Cedillo knew it was weak, so he and his crew worked quickly to take just a few pictures, measure it, and try to work her back into the water. Turned out to be a hammerhead shark. The man, who was fishing off the coast of Florida, was shocked when he realized what he had caught. "I got picked up by a shark that most people dream of, including myself," he said. He quickly released the shark back into the ocean unharmed. This experience was a once-in-a-lifetime event that he won't soon forget. Hammerheads are often caught by recreational fishermen, but it's not common to catch one this large. The fisherman was lucky that he had the right equipment and knowledge to handle the large shark without injury to either himself or the creature. He is a true example of responsible fishing, as he put the needs of the animal before his own. His story serves as a reminder that we need to respect and protect our oceans and the creatures that inhabit them. These sharks are an important part of the marine ecosystem and need to be kept safe. Basics are simple. Put some bait in a pass, let it sink, sit back. Number 7. Electric eel shocking alligator. A group of researchers in Brazil recently observed a 2-year-old electric eel attacking and killing an alligator. The electric eel, which was around 3 feet long, used its electric shock to stun the alligator and then proceeded to wrap itself around the alligator's snout, eventually killing it. According to the researchers, the eel had been in captivity for 2 years, so it was likely a defensive act and not a predatory one. Electric eels are capable of generating electric shocks of up to 860 volts, which is more than enough to immobilize larger animals like alligators. In the wild, these shocks are typically used for hunting smaller prey or as a defense mechanism against predators. The researchers noted that the eel's behavior was unusual, as electric eels rarely engage in prolonged attacks unless they feel severely threatened. Some experts believe that the confined environment of captivity may have heightened the eel's stress levels, leading to the aggressive response. The alligator, which was relatively young, likely underestimated the eel's power and failed to retreat in time. This incident has sparked discussions among scientists about the impact of captivity on the behavior of electric eels and other predatory species. The video has also raised awareness about the need to handle these creatures with extreme caution, even in controlled environments. The incident was recorded by the researchers and posted to YouTube, where it quickly went viral. The video shows the eel wrapping itself around the alligator's snout and emitting a series of electric shocks. After a few moments, the alligator becomes still, and the eel backs away. The incident is a reminder of the power of electric eels and their ability to produce electric shocks that can incapacitate or even kill their prey. Electric eels have a long history of being used as weapons in South America, and this video serves as a reminder of the potential dangers of the species. Number 6. Long-nosed chimera. The long-nosed chimera is a legendary creature in Greek mythology. It is described as having the body of a lion, the head of a goat, and the tail of a serpent. It is said to have a long nose like an elephant and the ability to breathe fire. It is often depicted in art as a fierce monster and appears in many Greek myths. Some ancient texts describe the chimera as a guardian of hidden treasures, lurking in remote caves or mountain passes. Others suggest that its fire-breathing ability was a metaphor for volcanic eruptions, linking the creature to natural disasters feared by early civilizations. In some versions of the myth, the chimera was said to be the offspring of Typhon and Echidna, two other monstrous figures in Greek mythology, making it part of a terrifying family of beasts. The creature's hybrid nature has also been interpreted as a representation of chaos, combining elements of different animals to create something unnatural and fearsome. Over time, the chimera became a popular subject in medieval bestiaries, where it was often used as a moral lesson about the dangers of pride and unchecked ambition. Its image has also been found in ancient pottery and mosaics, often depicted in dramatic battle scenes with heroes or gods. The most famous story involving the long-nosed chimera is the tale of Bellerophon, who was sent to slay it by the king of Lycia. After a fierce battle, Bellerophon was able to slay the beast using a golden bridle given to him by the goddess Athena. The creature is believed to have originated in Asia Minor and has been found in many cultures and religions throughout history, including Hinduism, Buddhism, and Christianity. In many stories, the chimera is described as a symbol of evil, and its power is said to be great enough to cause chaos and destruction. It is also associated with greed and ambition, as it is often portrayed as a symbol of someone who is trying to achieve too much too quickly. Recently, a creature that resembles the one from legend was reeled up off the coast of Newfoundland, though it'll take a bit more research to determine what it actually is. Number 5. Piranha fishing. A man was recently recorded fishing for a piranha with a piece of meat, dangling it above the water in the hopes to entice the fish. He was successful and caught one. This is not recommended, as piranhas are unpredictable and can be dangerous. It is also illegal in some areas. Piranhas are known to be attracted to the scent of blood in the water, which is why using raw meat can be so effective, albeit risky. In some regions, locals have developed traditional methods for catching piranhas, often using small hooks and lines while keeping a safe distance from the water. The man in the video, however, appeared to be standing dangerously close to the edge, increasing the risk of an accidental encounter with the aggressive fish. Experts warn that piranhas often travel in schools, meaning that where there is one, there are likely many more nearby. This makes the practice of dangling meat even more hazardous, as it could provoke a feeding frenzy. Additionally, piranhas are most active during the dry season when food is scarce, making them even more aggressive and likely to attack. The man's actions sparked debate online, with some viewers criticizing his recklessness while others admired his bravery. Wildlife experts have since reiterated the importance of respecting these creatures and avoiding unnecessary risks. Instead, it is best to use a fishing rod and bait designed specifically for piranhas. This man, however, got lucky and was able to successfully catch a piranha without too much risk. Piranhas are very aggressive, and their razor-sharp teeth are capable of inflicting serious harm. It is important to handle them with caution, wearing protective gloves and making sure to keep them away from any exposed skin. They have been reported to attack humans many times, so it's important to be aware of their unpredictable nature. Number 4. Fast tuna fishing. Fast tuna fishing is a method of fishing specifically designed to target tuna, a species of fish known for its speed, agility, and delicious flavor. This method involves using specialized fishing gear and techniques to quickly and efficiently catch as many tuna as possible in a short period of time. One key element of fast tuna fishing is the use of fast-moving lures or bait. These are designed to mimic the movements of small fish, which are natural prey for tuna. Fishermen often use brightly colored lures, as tuna are known to be attracted to vibrant, flashing colors in the water. In some cases, multiple lures are used simultaneously, creating the illusion of a school of fish to draw in larger tuna. Another technique involves trolling, where lures are dragged behind a moving boat at high speeds to cover more water and increase the chances of a strike. Tuna are also known to be highly responsive to changes in water temperature, so fishermen often rely on advanced sonar and temperature sensors to locate schools of fish. Once a tuna is hooked, the fight can be intense, with the fish often diving deep and pulling with incredible force. This is why many fishermen wear harnesses or belts to help distribute the strain and prevent injury during the battle. Timing is also critical, as tuna are most active during certain times of the day, particularly at dawn and dusk. The lures or bait are typically attached to a strong, flexible fishing line and cast out into the water, where they are then rapidly retrieved in an attempt to entice a nearby tuna to strike. Another important aspect of fast tuna fishing is the use of specialized rods and reels. These are designed to handle the high speeds and powerful tugging of a large tuna and are usually made from lightweight materials to allow for quick and easy casting. Overall, fast tuna fishing requires a combination of speed, skill, and specialized equipment. It can be a challenging and rewarding way to catch the popular and highly prized fish. This method is used by many professional and recreational fishermen around the world. Number 3. Octopus steals crab. Crab fishing is done by dropping large traps into the ocean that are strung across a rope that floats on top of the water. Recently, however, a giant Pacific octopus discovered how to get into these traps, so crab fishers have had to come up with new methods to keep the octopuses out. One such method is to use a large mesh bag that is then attached to the trap. The mesh bag prevents the octopus from being able to get inside the trap while still allowing the crabs to get in. Fishermen have reported seeing octopuses hovering near the traps, studying them as if trying to figure out a way in. In some cases, octopuses have been caught on camera squeezing through impossibly small gaps in the traps, showcasing their incredible flexibility and intelligence. One fisherman even claimed to have seen an octopus working in pairs, with one distracting the trap while the other tried to pry it open. These clever creatures have also been known to steal bait from traps without getting caught, leaving fishermen frustrated and empty-handed. Some researchers have suggested using traps with built-in sensors that can detect octopus activity and alert the fishermen. Others are experimenting with natural deterrents, such as substances that octopuses find unpleasant, though these methods are still in the testing phase. Despite these efforts, the octopuses seem to adapt quickly, always finding new ways to outsmart the traps. Other methods include adding weight to the traps and using a type of bait that octopus does not like. This doesn't always work, however, because octopi really love the delicious crabs that the fishermen are after. They've also been known to use their tentacles to pull the mesh bag off the traps or to break the rope in order to gain access to the tasty crabs inside. To combat this, some fishermen have resorted to using larger and stronger traps or putting the traps in locations where octopuses are less likely to be found. It seems like there will be an ongoing fight between the fishermen and the octopi for quite a while moving forward. Gary Goodyear was fishing for turbot in the Bonavista Bay last week. His nets were down about 460 fathoms, more than 800 meters deep. When the nets were hauled up, Goodyear was shocked to see this. Number 2. Fish imposter. The crew of the Russian fishing ship the Kamchatka was having a normal day out at sea, hauling in their nets filled with a bounty of cod and haddock. But as they pulled in the last net of the day, they were in for a surprise. Amidst the glistening fish, there was a struggling seal thrashing about and trying to escape the tangled net. The crew was stunned. They had never seen anything like this before. For a moment, there was chaos on the deck as the seal's frantic movements sent fish scattering everywhere. One of the younger crew members, who had a background in marine biology, quickly stepped in to guide the rescue effort. He explained how seals can easily go into shock if not handled carefully, urging the others to stay calm. The captain ordered the engines to be cut to reduce noise and keep the seal from panicking further. As they worked, the crew noticed the seal's eyes darting around, wide with fear, but it seemed to relax slightly when one of the men gently spoke to it. They also realized the seal had likely been chasing the fish in the net when it became trapped, a mistake that could have cost it its life. Despite the urgency, the crew worked methodically, ensuring they didn't worsen the animal's injuries. They quickly worked to free the seal, cutting away the netting and gently lifting the animal onto the deck. The seal was frightened and injured, with deep gashes on its sides and flippers. The crew knew they needed to act fast if they wanted to save the seal's life. They rushed to gather medical supplies and began tending to the animal's wounds. As they worked, the seal gradually calmed down, seeming to sense that it was in good hands. After several hours of intense care, the seal was finally stable and ready to be released back into the wild. The crew carefully lowered it back into the water, watching as it swam away, no doubt grateful to be back in its natural habitat. Number 1. Shark stuck on boat. A shark recently got stuck when it jumped onto a fishing boat in Long Island, and the fishermen had to throw it back into the water. The incident was reported by the New York Post in July 2020. According to the article, the 13-foot mako shark jumped onto the boat off the coast of Long Island and became stuck in the boat's railing. The fishermen were initially shocked and scrambled to figure out how to handle the massive predator without injuring it or themselves. One of the fishermen described the shark as thrashing wildly, making the situation even more dangerous. They used ropes and poles to carefully maneuver the shark, ensuring it didn't harm itself further. Witnesses on nearby boats reportedly watched in awe as the dramatic rescue unfolded. The shark's powerful tail caused significant damage to the boat's railing, leaving the fishermen with a costly repair. Despite the chaos, the fishermen remained calm and focused on saving the animal. Experts later noted that mako sharks are known for their agility and speed, which might explain how it managed to leap so high. The shark was released back into the water by the fishermen, who were able to keep the animal safe until it was able to swim away. It is unclear why the shark made the jump, but it's believed that it may have been startled by the boat's motor. Mako sharks are common off the coast of Long Island, and this is not the first time that a shark has jumped onto a boat in that region. While this is an unusual occurrence, it is not unheard of. Fishermen should always exercise caution when operating their boats near shark-populated waters. Which of these discoveries do you find the most incredible? Do you think scientists will ever fully unravel all the mysteries fishermen have pulled from the depths? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps us understand what content you love and what topics to explore next. Tap that bell icon to stay updated, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.